Letting go manifests so much faster than gratitude. And I'm going to tell you 2 real life stories in just a moment, and why letting go is so much more powerful than feeling gratitude. I am going to tell you that gratitude is the most wonderful energy. But what happens in this spiritual world is we tend to force it. We tend to try and think that we need to feel this intense feeling to create something. You do not add power to the divine. Everything that's blocking your manifestation is on you. Once you let it go, you're in perfect alignment. I'm going to explain it today, and I'm going to give you 2 real life stories. So if you like Spirituality Simplified, please consider like, sharing and subscribing. Also, guys, I'm looking for 3 more people that are looking to learn how to let go, manifest the life of their dreams, or heal their bodies. If this is you, there is a link in the pinned comment. Come and reach out and have a call with me and see if I can help you. I'm going to tell you a story about how I let go the other day. I let go the other day because I had this accident happen. This is the first story, but this one buzzes me the most. And then at the end, I'll tell you the other one. So I was coming into work and I had this bag. And in this bag, I had an Apple Watch that I had purchased because I wanted to start to go back into my fitness a bit more. And anyway, it doesn't matter. I hadn't set it up, so it's just in the case. Also, my wife had left some shoes in this bag that were new, and they were special. And I had something else in there which wasn't important. But on that day, I was walking around the beach, I was chatting on the phone, and I was just having a nice time. And suddenly it was like, oh, I need to get back now because I've got a session. And I looked and I was like, where has the bag gone? So in that moment, because I'm a human and I never professed to be the ultimate awakened being, I reacted, my friends. I ran back to where I was and there was no bag there. I went into every restaurant. I started to think, why? I'm so silly. I'm so stupid. I was reacting, but the nice thing is what I've taught myself, and I've taught thousands of people, is as soon as you notice that reaction, you realize I'm never going to find the bag from this place because I have no mental clarity. I'm in an emotional reaction. I'm not actually centered into my Christ consciousness, into my creative energy. And now the energy that's come upon me from the situation is now controlling me. In the Bible, you may even call it like a possession, demonic possession. I was possessed by the frustration of losing something. So now I had no thought of my own. And in the Bible, it explains that possession is that. So rather than seeing it as an actual entity or demon possessing the body, it's your emotional faculties going out of line. And that's what Joseph Murphy was trying to teach. And that is what Neville Goddard was trying to teach. And that is what I'm teaching you about the Bible too. That the symbolism is when you're emotionally unstable and you're being led by emotion, you might as well be possessed in that moment. Have you ever been so angry that you didn't even know what you're saying? It's like you're watching yourself. It's like that. So I was possessed by frustration and fear, even though it was simple. So all I did, and all I recommend to you guys to do whenever you're faced with a trouble, is I took myself out of the situation and I found somewhere comfortable just to sit or stand. And I sat with this energy. I started to watch it. I started to notice it. And it just started to move around my body, and I've become very good at it. So after about 5 minutes, it had left. From that place, I found acceptance. Well, if it is lost, it is what it is. But I claimed from that place of peace and acceptance, God is now guiding me now to this bag. It will be within my hands. I trust it is done. I am blessed. I am safe. And I went forward into the day, and I had to go back to my moped because that's what I needed to get on to get to where I wanted to. I got back to my moped, and as I'm walking to it, I'm thinking, what is that white thing on the moped? It was the bag. The bag was on the moped and it had everything in. Now, either, I've left it there all day and no one's taken it, or I've gone back at some point and put it there and forgotten. I don't know how to explain it. It felt like it missed it. It was like a mystical experience of it turning back up. Now, this is so simple. It is meaningless compared to some issues that people face. But when you do it in the small things, you can do it in the big things. And this is why I want to tell you. Now, if I had sat there and tell me, if you believe, after I say this statement, comment down below, I'm with you, if you hear what I'm saying. In that moment of frustration, if I tried to be grateful for having the bag back, there would have been this internal battle of me going, no, but I don't have it. But I want, no, I do. No, I don't. No, I do. And then suddenly I'm in two minds. And when the subconscious mind is in two minds, it actually just accepts the dominant idea, which was it's lost, because that's what I see in my reality. But instead, if you go and sit and detach back from the energy, you can start to allow it to move. When it releases, then you claim you're in a single mind. Now that's when it comes to this idea that there is only one power in this world. There is one power, and that is the divine presence. That's God. So that one power now was able to work through me. When I was in two minds, it couldn't go to any state because I kept flipping from states. You see what I'm saying, my friends? Now, if I hadn't let go of that frustration, I truly believe that bag would have been lost forever with all the items. And that is what it is, my friends. Now, do you want to hear the second story? So I've also been wanting to restructure some things as a businessman. So I started to claim I'd love a forward-thinking, brilliant accountant who knows how to structure my business in a more efficient way. And I did that a while ago, and I just let go. And this is where letting go of it again is key, because I just started to have fun in life. And I thought, I don't care if I find it or not. I'm just at ease because something's going to work out. And I started to play this game with some dads from my kids' school called Padel. If you like Padel, I want to hear about it in the comments as well. But we're playing, we're having fun, we're having so much fun. We ended up staying out to about midnight, hilariously, not playing Padel, but just having fun. And I just got to know these guys, and they were very clever businessmen, very successful, and I liked what some of them were saying. And they were just opening up to me about how they structured things and how they did this. So one of them, I said, could I please have your accountant's details if it's not too much trouble? Handed it to me with ease. The next day, I emailed the man the next day, set up a call for the following day, signed up to him, got it perfect. We're restructuring things perfectly now. This all happened because of letting go and having fun. I've never once anymore, since I've learned the power of letting go, tried to sit there and create the feeling of gratitude. Because every time I did that, I was trying to force gratitude on top of fear. In that moment when I'd lost the bag, I would have been forcing myself to be grateful on top of fear. So instead, I'm pushing that fear down inside of me where it has to eventually come up. So this is what I'm trying to tell you guys. This is the key to everything. Be willing to face what you're wanting to face. Now, often we're told, ignore your environment. So I could have been like, yeah, no, everything's good, and ignored it. But actually, often you push away and you push down when you do that. Instead, I faced the frustration, but didn't go in it. I detached back from it and realized that it was something on me, almost like a possession. And then I realized the light of my consciousness shining on that darkness. It cannot exist in me anymore, and it had to leave. And this is why these things manifest. If you're struggling to manifest, stop trying to be grateful all the time and start to face your fears and observe them and let them go. Behind that fear is your perfect consciousness. Claim from there that which you want, and you will be set free. As within, so without, as above, so below. I hope you enjoyed this video, guys. I'm going to see you in the next one.